guys, this is Miss Adams. Now we're going to start talking about function notation. So we were just talking about that since the y is dependent on our x, then y is a function of x, or f of x, and the function rule may be written using the notation f of x instead of y. So just like we were looking at in those examples on the previous slide, y equals 3x plus 2 is the same as f of x equals 3x plus 2. They mean the same thing. We're still getting our dependent value here, so instead of writing y, our dependent value is our f of x, and it's dependent on our x values in both cases. So let's talk about function notation. In function notation, f names the function, and the variable in parentheses identifies the independent variable. So suppose you have a rule, f of x equals 5x. The dependent variable is a function of the independent variable. So, in this case, our independent variable is x, like you guys will see it throughout this whole unit, and then we have our dependent variable, in this case, is f of x, which we also know is y. So let's talk a little bit about function notation. This guy on the right may look a little similar. This is our function machine. We started talking about it in Unit 1. We're bringing it back here to Unit 3. So y is a function of x. Let's break that down a little bit more. Y equals function times x because of multiplication using our rules for algebraic terms. Then y equals f of x. They're interchangeable, guys. So you can think of a function as an input and output machine. So if I'm looking over here at our function machine, I've got my input coming in from the top. Everything goes on down, goes through my function, and outputs to my y values. So if I'm inputting f of x equals 5x, let's say I put in the value 2. So that means I'm putting the value 2 in place of x. So I've got 5 times 2, because I'm saying I'm finding my function in terms of 2, which is going to give me 5 times 2. And look, we have the output of 10. So my function at 2, so that's where x equals 2, is going to equal 10. That's your output. So if you input a value of 2, the output is 10. So let's look at that a little bit more. Does it matter what you put in for your input? Absolutely not. If you input a smiley face into this function, that just means you're putting the smiley face in. You're substituting it for your x value. So anywhere you see an x, we're going to put a smiley face. So your output then is 5 times that smiley face. You guys try these at the bottom here. When you're finished attempting these on your own, please check your answers.